Hi there, my name's Bob Toohey. I was born here in Ashcroft in 1952. Raised in Ashcroft. Couldn't get away with a damn thing in Ashcroft because everybody in town was related to me. And it all started with this William Brink character, who was born in Boone County, Missouri in 1829. And him and a couple other characters left there, we're not too sure what time, and arrived here in Ashcroft. They were looking for a place to raise and farm sheep. So they settled upriver from town here on what became known as the Butte Ranch. And they were kind of the lords of the manor there, and the poor side of the family, they lived down by what we call the slough. But anyway, old Billy, he died in 1879, and they buried him down there on the Butte Ranch. And he had to be dug up because he was in the road of the Canadian Pacific Railroad coming through. So he got dug up there and moved down closer to the river on a little point. When the terminal came to town, or the terminal people came to town, and Mr. Landucci we had to get Billy out of the dirt because he was in the road of the CNR Railroad this time. So he had to find somebody that was related to Billy Brink, and he got told that I was the guy. So that's how we came to the point where we exhumed Grandpa. So we had a backhoe down there, and we're digging. We took the headstone out and everything else because he had a pretty fancy headstone, and dug around down there, and finally out of the dirt comes these pieces of coffin. And it was starting to feel really weird, like, you know, you're staring down the hole waiting to see something. So we're staring down the hole, and the first thing I see is this skull with this skull-like grin on his face. There was my first encounter with my great-great-great-grandfather, William Brink. So he was dug up out of the dirt, and in with him was another two bodies. One lay across his feet at the bottom of the grave, and another was beside him. It was a child. It's a child, and they figured was a female, but they're not sure who it was. There was no identity. So they got him all in a box, and along with the other two skeletons, and took him and had him checked out, and that's how they figured one was a kid. Well, he was little, so he was either a kid or he was an elf. And the other one was a female, but who knows? So rather than struggle along and try to identify all that, we lumped them all into one box and trotted them down into Ashcroft from his Butte Ranch, and buried him downtown here at the graveyard. So he's got quite a nice little grave site down there with his headstone and everything, and he's still buried with the two bodies that he was buried with down there at the Butte Ranch. And I heard all my life about Bill Brink and Evans and Barnes and all these people that I was related to back to God knows when, my whole life. And like I say, I could get away with nothing in Ashcroft because every time I was uptown too far, they would phone my mother. Hazel, he's uptown again. And then by the time I got home, Mom already knew where I'd been and what I'd done. But growing up in a small town and having that history and being a part of this place, like my whole being is Ashcroft. I just love it here. And looking down at Grandpa that first time, that skull thing, that had to be the strangest feeling. My first encounter with my history.